There comes a moment in life when you stand on the edge, where the darkness feels like the only thing left. You fought so long that you can't remember what it feels like to be free from it. Anxiety, like a heavy cloud, hangs over you every day, and depression is like a wall you hit every time you try to take a step forward. You feel exhausted, drained, as if life has come to a halt, and you no longer have the strength to fight. You've become trapped in your own labyrinth of thoughts and emotions, where every day feels like a repeat of the one before. But in the midst of this dark silence, in those quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts, something happens. It's not big, not something you can feel right away. It's a feeling, a small voice that whispers a single word: try. At first it's hard to understand. How can you try when everything feels so hopeless? How can you take a step forward when you feel weighed down by a burden too heavy to bear? But you hear the voice again, this time a little louder, a little clearer. Try just one step. And so it begins, not with a grand dramatic transformation, but with a small step, a single choice. You decide to open your eyes a little longer the next time you wake up. You take a deep breath even though it's hard. You look out the window and allow yourself to see that the sun has risen again, even though you don't feel like getting up. It's not much, but it's enough. One step. You take more steps, one after another. The first step is always the hardest, but each subsequent step makes it easier. You begin to understand that strength doesn't mean being free from fear or pain. Strength means moving forward even when you are afraid. Strength means rising up even when you fall. And when you fall, as you will, it's not the end. It's just part of the journey. With each day you continue, you learn a little more about yourself. You learn that you are not defined by the dark thoughts or feelings trying to hold you back. You are not your failures, your mistakes, or the days when you feel you can't get out of bed. You are more than that. You are the one who chooses to try again. You are the one who chooses to fight. Even when it feels like the world is against you, it's not always easy. There are days when you feel like you're back at square one. Anxiety may return and press on you, and depression can make everything around you feel gray and heavy. But even on those days when you feel weakest, you find something inside yourself. A small spark of resilience that refuses to let you be subdued. You find the strength to say, I won't give up, I'll keep going. And you do, you keep going. You take the first step, then you take the next. Day by day, step by step, you learn to forgive yourself when you fall, and recognize your will to move forward even when you don't have the energy to run. At some point, you start to feel the change. It's not a miracle, and it's not something you can feel from one day to the next. But there are small signs that you're moving towards something better. You find joy in little things. You no longer forget what it feels like to laugh. You begin to believe that healing is possible, and that you have the power to find it. You find comfort in knowing that you are capable of doing something good for yourself, even when it feels impossible. It's not perfect, and it's not without obstacles, but you know you're on your way, and that's what matters. You've come to understand that healing isn't about becoming perfect, but about accepting that you are human, and that you are strong enough to fight for becoming better. And on this long journey, when you look back, you'll discover something incredible. You'll discover that you found your own strength. You've overcome what once felt impossible. You found light in the darkness, and you've learned to stand up every time life's challenges have knocked you down. You've learned that you are not alone, and that it's okay to seek help. And most importantly, you've learned that you are more than the dark thoughts you struggle with. You are a person who chooses to fight for yourself, who chooses to try, and who finds their way step by step. So if you find yourself in the darkness right now, if you feel like everything is lost, remember this: you have the strength to keep going. It's within you, and you've already taken the first step. It's okay to take small steps. They'll all lead you forward. Ready to take the next step? If this video has inspired you, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Share your journey so we can grow together. See you in the next video.